everyone, and welcome to Wisdom Walks. Today, we're going to read Proverbs 7. Now, as usually, these Proverbs start with a warning to take heed, listen to what it is I'm trying to tell you. Keep these things that I say to you close within your heart. But this story in particular, we should pay attention to, and well, let's just get right into it, okay? Starting at verse 6. For at the window of my house I looked through my casement, and beheld among the simple ones, discerned among the youths, a young man void of understanding. In other words, I was looking out my window and I seen this old crazy cat down there. Passing through the street near her corner, he went the way to her house. In the twilight, in the evening, in the black and dark night, and behold, there met him a woman with the attire of an harlot and subtle of heart. She is loud and stubborn, her feet not abide in her house. She is without in the streets, lieth in wait at every corner. And he's watching this guy walk down the street. He's always out there in the street. But then he sees him bump into this woman who's always out there too. And she loud and, cussing and always, trying to get somebody to, instigate. So here we see that she walked up to him, and this is what she said. So she caught him and kissed him, and with an impudent face said unto him, I have peace offerings with me this day. I have paid my vows. Therefore I came to meet you and walk diligently to you. I have found you. In other words, she walked up to him looking real sweet and looking all, jazzed out. You know what I'm talking about? She had her daisies on with a halter top, and she was working it, you know what I'm talking about? And he fell for it, you know what I'm saying? He fell for it, so she steady hollering, she steady spitting at him, I deck my bed with coverings and carved works with fine linen of Egypt, I got my house is clean, my house is nice, right? I perfume my bed with myrrh, aloes, and saying I'm smelling good, I'm looking good, what's up? So come, let us take our fill of love till the morning. Let us solace ourselves with love. In other words, we can go all night. For my husband, the good man, is not home, and he went on a long journey. He took a bag of money with him, and he won't come back till the day appointed. So, my nigga gone, and he ain't gonna be back for a while. I know he gone because he took enough money to stay gone for a while, and he usually stay gone, so we'll be good, right? So with her fair speech, she caused him to yield. With the flattering of her lips, she forced him. And that's kind of where you have to look at it like, the temptation was so strong, he couldn't resist her. He couldn't resist her. What she said sounded too good, and he just went on ahead and went with her, right? He goeth after her straightway, as an ox goeth to the slaughter, or as a fool the correction of the stocks. To the dart passed through his liver, as a bird hasteneth to the snare, and knoweth not that this is for his life. So, really it's one of those twofold things, once again, that you have to look at. Like, God is really trying to tell us two things. One, obviously there is a certain amount of attraction that we have toward things that are not good for us. And though they look good, and though they may smell good or seem good, it's not really good, and we should be aware of this fact. We should also be careful that we don't just listen to people and follow people because they're saying that, this is what we ought to do. And just because it's shiny don't mean that it's gold. And, just because it's sweet going in don't mean that it won't hurt you, once it's inside. And that's something that you have to look at, because we don't have but one life to live, and we can't spare a moment to be caught in confusion. God desires us to be wise, and that we should do the correct thing, not always the thing that pleases us. And if we can understand this and continue to develop an understanding as to what are the correct things that we should do, then the path of our lives will be different than the course of the life of those we see around us doing the things that we know they shouldn't do. So again, I just want to encourage you to be wise and to seek God and his wisdom. If you don't have a Bible, if you don't, leave a comment and we'll try to get one out to you. Also, ask me anything and I'll try to get that answer to you. So with that being said, I just want to encourage you once again to continue to try to honor God with your life and go in the path of righteousness and walk as wisdom walks.
Lord, please eliminate confusion. I'm tired of all this foolishness, tired of being used and abused, Lord.